YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host, Mary Ellen. This is an episode of Junk Journal Round Robin, hashtag JJ Round Robin, here on YouTube and also on Instagram. My partners for this round robin are Shell at Shell's Creative Chaos and Cindy at Studio Lou. The round robin works like this. You find two other partners. So this is me, Cindy, and Shell. Each one of us is creating 2 packets of 30 envelopes each, because we're going to do it for a month, but you could do it for a week or a couple of days or 2 weeks or whatever. You could even do it for like a 10-day vacation. That would be fun. So we create envelopes, number them 1 to 30, fill them with pieces of ephemera that are kicking around our various studios, and you package them up and you send 1 to one partner and 1 to the other partner. They're doing the same thing. So I'm sending mine to Cindy and Shell. Shell is sending hers to me and Cindy. Cindy's sending her packets to me and Shell. So for the month of April, each one of us, so you'll have 3 videos to watch. You have mine, Shell's, and Studio Lou's on any given day. So that's 90 videos that you get for this valued round robin. So lots of material and fun to look at. So I am then going to open 1 from Shell and 1 from Cindy, and I'm going to make a piece of ephemera, and they're going to be doing the same. That's the spiel. That only took us a minute and a half. Before we get totally started, I said that I wanted to create, at least see what I can do with the various pieces of ephemera. And I'm not going to open this, but this is currently all the stuff that I have made. This is probably 2.5 inches, because we've squished the end here, but that's more like 2.5. So not even halfway done. So this is going to be, if I'm going at the same rate, this is going to be like 5 inches thick. This is bananas. Not gonna lie though, this is super yummy when you get into it. The flip through of this is gonna be amazing. So anyway, just wanted to show you that progress. And this is a piece of sari silk that ridiculously matches the that color orange. So what do we have for today? Here is Shell's in another green envelope, very nice. And Cindy, another handmade envelope, also very nice. Morning slurp of tea. Okay, so let's see what we have for today. Ooh. Okay. More colors, I tell you that. Oh, you were amazing. Well, you're amazing too, Shell. Ooh, that is nice. Piece of vellum. Oh, and this is Citrusolve National Geographic paper. So you take National Geographic paper, you douse it with Citrusolve, and then it does this wonderful thing with the inks. It makes it all kind of bubbling. So you lose the image, but you create this incredible texture. And I'm smelling it because mine still smell a bit. I'm gonna have to smell mine. Okay, so we've got beautiful green colorway happening over here. Now this is a bit chunky, so I don't know if I should be worried or not. Nice slow peel. There we are. I'm going to peel this off. Because you never know what you want to use. You never know. You never know. This is lovely. So, this is me. I do this all the time. It's like I pat the stuff, and I have seen other makers do the same things. It's like this thing that we need to do. So this could make a fabulous pocket. that. There's vellum. There's a tag. And there's 14. And so yesterday, what did I do with this? I made 6 tags. Oh, I didn't show you the 6 tags. Sorry, squirrel. Somebody was yelling, I'm sure of it. So, oh, and I even have things to say about the 6 tags too. Where are we here? So here's yesterday. So let's move this out of the way for the moment. And we are not going to call this a stall tactic, but I am going to totally take it as a stall tactic. So this is the envelope made. So this is a paper from Cindy, and this is one of the pieces cut up. So here are the 6 tags. And I finally used the thread, cut it up into little individual pieces. So all of the red thread is here. So we've got that, 11 o'clock, sailing all over the world. This says, before 3 hours too soon, better 3 hours too soon than a minute too late. So there's that one. The very bond of love. And I think this is the little turtle doves. And so these are the ones you didn't see. So first fun thing, I have a square punched a square, put it on its angle, as opposed to using a circles or just the flip over as square way, I used the triangle. So we've got that as the innovation there. The other innovation that I have for these 3, and I got this from watching Shell. On her day yesterday, what was she doing? She was modifying paper, and she got this idea from, I can't remember her name, but the channel is Half-Ass Crafter. And the Half-Ass Crafter used acrylic paint and a baby wipe to just not bother with all of the, you get out your paint, you get out your palette, you get out your brushes, you get out your water, blah, blah, da, 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 da. It is just like squirt, brrr, and we're done. So I have watercolor pencils. And so what I did with the backs was I just sort of quickly watercolor. And I swear, and you can see because there's colors, the green and then the orange. This is the size of the paper towel that I used, dabbed it very, very lightly with water, and then just did this. So you don't want to sploosh down tons of water. You just need it damp to move the color around. Super happy with that. Super happy with that. So those are my forced into it innovations. There we are. Okay, so this hasn't gone away. It hasn't made itself. Is this a sticker? I'm gonna say no. So I like that. I like this a lot too. And I kind of want to take this apart and just use this piece of fabric. Or use them separately. Well, let's start picking things apart, because that's also part of the stall tactic. Boop, where? Oh, this was handmade, I think. Beautifully mitered corners, Lovely stitching. So weather watch today, weird weather happening. Very rainy, not rainy, very rainy, not rainy. Oh, no, it's not handmade, because there's the Tagadoo. Or you know what, that is not true. It can always be handmade. That it's sold for sale is a different thing. I took a course a while back, probably on edX or Coursera or one of those places where you can get free university courses. And I use them to expand my own knowledge and just pass the time. And what was my point? My point was, oh wow, well that comes apart nice. Just like that. Just like that. I don't know why I'm so fussy on keeping all of this so wonderfully whole, but there we are. Anyway, so I take a lot of art courses, fiber arts, history of objects, those kinds of courses, because that's one of the areas where I don't have a lot of formal training. And it's nice to just get some vocabulary and whatnot. Anyways, here's my point. One of the early sessions in one of the classes, and I can't remember which one it was, they gave a quiz, I think, and that quiz was how much of the world's clothing is handmade. And they gave, you know, I think it was an open-ended question. It's like, well, I don't know, maybe it's hard to, then you start thinking about it. You think about, well, our world, you think, most people in North America are purchasing their own clothes, but there are other parts of the world that are highly populated that are using handmade clothes. Anyway, so I came up with a number and I put it down. The answer is 100%. And that kind of blew my mind, because the hands that are needed to sew a garment has to be human, because a garment is complicated. And we don't have computers at the moment that can do the very fine motor movements to make a garment. And so our underwear, our socks, our pants, our shirts, our sweaters, our coats, our boots, our everything, a human being manufactured. They were part of that process. And that blows my mind. And it changed for me anyways, the way I look at garments. Because then you think about them differently. It's like, well, why does this garment only cost like $2.95? Cost $2.95 because the person who made it didn't make much more than, didn't make a lot. Oh, is this double? Oh, this is double. Okay. Now, no idea what I'm going to do with any of this. But we have fat piece of bias tape, fun piece of backing, almost there, some poof, and the piece of fabric that I was looking for to start with, that I have no idea what I want to use it for, but at least I have it. But a lot of material that comes out of that. And this is why I have so much of everything. Because this is how I take things apart. And it's like, well, that's a perfectly good bit of something. At least I can throw out paper. I just don't have that skill with fabric. Okay, stop faffing. There. This and then this. So I think I don't know what I think, but the next thing I want to do is take this apart. And I only want to take out the top and the bottom. So did I mention the weather? The weather is weird today. I was chucking it down to beat the band earlier this morning. It is sunny now, but it has that weird, well, I don't know, it's a tentative sun. I'll be sunny for a while, but there's going to be another storm kind of feeling. Over to the sports desk. The Jays won yesterday. So that's exciting. We had a Grando Salami, which is fun baseball terminology for a grand slam, which is you have 3 men on base, and then person up at the batting has a home run, and that means 4 runs are scored. And that won us the game. Yay us. Okay, so I want to do it this way. Maybe. And I can do that. Okay. Dokay, snokay, poke. I also realized that some of my things in here are not the appropriate width. So this is 5 inches. 4 inches is pretty scant. 3.5 starts to be good. So 3.5, 3 to 3.5. There, so I have to figure that out every single time from now until the end of the season. Look at this, we're 20 minutes in, and what have I done? I've taken apart this and gave a TED talk on garment manufacturing. Put that over there, I don't need that. Now then, back over to here. Where does 3.5 land? Oh, it lands there. Well, I think what I should do is, should I? That little sound you heard was great. Gracie's over there, and she actually did an ek ek ek. Never heard her do that before. Huh. Well, you heard it here first. Literally. There. And where did I say 3.5 was? 3.5 is about there. So what am I thinking of doing? Okay, step 1, glue. Look at me off to the races. I don't know that I wanted to do that, but it's done now. There. I'm going to do this side. Oops. Come on. There. Okay, 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 okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. And I wonder, I'll just sort of make that neat, but it's not really neat, if you know what I mean. I think we can do that. And this is just sort of the Rachel's why are we getting rid of paper worldview, which I really appreciate. Oh yeah, we will be fine. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so, and that was me just trying to get a little bit of a straight edge going. I want that to go inside that way. Merp. I don't know if it's straight. That will go that way. And I think this needs to go that way, just to make some room. Okay, got to get rid of that little corner. There. Okay, where are we at here? So I want to glue that down. So we've got that and that. Now it's going to be like that. Okay, and do I care about the white? I don't really care about the white, but I do like a straight line. No, got myself all excited there for a minute. It's like, no, I don't need to do that. Oh, I did. Okay, never mind. There. Okay. So we got pockets all around the front, which is kind of fun. And that's a dinged corner, and I want to get it straightened out. Well, it's gonna be, that's what it's going to be anyways. Okay. So we've got some infrastructure here. That's kind of fun. I could also just sort of seal that there and have a, how wide is this? Oh! I'd love to do that. How wide is it? Oh. So this is me thinking about So if I make this a pocket, I can keep one side. And I'll keep this side. I don't know why I'll keep that side. Now then, before I do this, I'll do it like 3 inches, 3 1/4. Or I can get rid of the, yeah, I need to, yeah. 3 1/4, there we are, 3 3/8. How wide is this? It needs to be like 3 1/4 or something. Yeah, okay, we're good. And away we go. There we are. I'm just going to get a little bit of that off. There we are. I'm going to keep that. So I want this to go in there. And we're going to go like that. You don't need to cut it down. Hi, babes. What's it doing? Hey? Oh, you are incorrigible. So, I have brought from, you know how you can shop your stash? I have brought a not used knapsack from the storage area. And I brought it upstairs because I need something to have a knapsack to go to ball games with, because we always have Shiza. And I put it on the floor by the door. Only one guess for our studio audience who might now be sort of curled up and just sort of sitting on that knapsack. Just one guess. Just go ahead, guess. You're going to be surprised at the answer. Well, if you guessed Gracie, you're correct. Bean air. Okay, so I'm going to do that. Sorry if I'm jiggling. I need a hole punch. Yes, I know it, babes. That's on you, not on me. Oh, that was fun. Keep those for a bit. The other day, Cindy at Studio Lou suggested a really good mechanic for keeping, I know it, baby, hole punches. And that is, I think something she got from someone else, but I got it from her. That is to use a clear shoe butler, like, you know, those things where you can put in pair of shoe, pair of shoe, pair of shoe, pair of shoe. Instead of putting shoes in, put in these. And since she mentioned that, I've been obsessed with that as an idea and cannot currently execute it. More's the pity. More is the pity. It's the pity, pity, pity. So what am I doing? Will this work? I think the answer to that is no. No, not really. No, that's what I need to do. So I'm going to make a gusset for that pocket. So we can get the full full length of the pocket. Oops. Oops. There, so that's going to fit in. Horseshoes and hand grenades. Like that. Okay. Yeah, I think it's an okay test. If you glue things one side at a time, you have far more control over what's happening. So if you ever wonder, it's like, well, why don't you just do it all at once? That's why I'm not doing it all at once. Sometimes I do, but a lot of the time I don't. There. There, good, 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 good. We'll use this. Oh dear. There, nice pressy press. Nice pressy press. And that's going to pop in like that. Good job. Okay. I have been storing, also from Cindy at Studio Lou. She was talking about Fabri-Tac and the long, slow march to the spout. The glue often has. And so I had two thoughts. First thought, once you have enough glue that you can safely store this on its side so it's not flowing out, so it needs to be like a half, maybe a third full, you can store it on its side to give everybody a fighting chance. The other thing is that there was a complaint about viscosity, and so viscosity is a property of liquid, and it is the thickness of it. So water, let's say water is often used as unit 1. I don't know if that is in this case, in the case of water, but then you think of something like honey. Honey is viscous. It's a very slow, not runny kind of thing. But what do you do with honey to make it go faster? You heat it up. I am not suggesting that we start doing all kinds of chemical experiments, but that would probably help with the viscosity. Just throwing it out there. Oh, cup of tea. So, we have You Are Amazing. Thanks. We have some Fabric. Where'd the vellum go? Here. Here be vellum. So we've got those 3 things to do. We've also got some Nancy words that we can go after. And so I think, oops, crash bang. Next up is to see what we have for bits. And let's keep some of this out. I feel like the tea is making a shadow here. Got way too much stuff, so we can do a little minor clean. There we are. Good job. An in-session clean is always worth it. And so we're looking sort of for colors that would fit that. So no, no, no. Kind of goes with that. No. That kind of goes with that. That's too big. We've already got a pocket. That's a strip. This also might be a fun bit. There we are. Dandelion, not so much, not so much. Chicken goes. A lot of chickens. No, still haven't used this. There will be a time, and so this one and this one, I'm looking forward to the use of both of those. Oops. No. Maybe. We don't know, but maybe. Oh well, that's okay. Cindy's Journal With Me kits are so, how do I want to say it? They have a little of everything. So they have focal points, they have words, they have pictures, they have large bits, small bits, tags, envelopes. Like there's always going to be something in the kit that you can use, which I think is fabulous. Fabulous. Them birds. He's going to be too big. Okay, so what do I want to do? I want to look at these last two pages. Nope, nope. And I want those birds. Well, we'll do this. Ooh, the birds might be too, it's okay. It's okay. We can try. Yeah, that works really nicely. What was I saying? It might be too wide. Wow. Okay, that was a long delay. But firing was happening. There were synapses. They were going. They just weren't going quickly. Okay, so we've got some of that. Oh, let's pull out our Nancy page just for grins. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Here. Ooh, picture. Here's one of the clues. Well, I'll use this one because I don't like using up the pictures. There we are. Oh, yes, it does work. Okay, now I'm super excited. Now I need to make a bunch of cards. Tags. Bits. Bits of stuff. And I'm always looking for chapter ends and chapter beginnings because there's often a lot of blank space that we can use. Ooh, there's a good one. should probably put a marker in here where I've gotten to. Let's do that. Let's fold a book. Let's dog ear it. I've gotten to there. Okay. See if I remember. Okay, so what do we want for tags? So I for sure want this one. I need something tall to go in here. Or tall to go there. Maybe the sheep. Maybe the bird. Maybe the vellum. The vellum would be good. And then you are amazing. So maybe that's what we do there. Make something for that. I can also use this as a flip if I want. Or I could use that as a seal. Possibly. Okay, so that might be that. Then, am I going to make all these tags? I need to make that one. I need to make that one. Let's do the little roadrunner. It's not a roadrunner, it's a pheasant. I think. And I said I like the chicken. Maybe the chicken goes there. So I have 1, 2, 3 pockets that I need to deal with. This I want to be on the cover. That could be there. And what's going to be on the back? Oh, the chicken, the bird, and the pheasant. Yeah, so it'll be those 3. It'll be a big old bird theme happening. So, sorry, sheep. Maybe next time. Be good and we'll keep you in mind. Do that. Oh, I'm going to keep that word. This is her little secret. So that's 1, 2, 3 still doesn't fit. That's fine. So I have family relatives that lived through the Great Depression that were close to me. And they had a worldview that I am clearly not free of. Because it's like, why use 17 pieces of paper when I could do some kind of bananas geometry that will see all of these buddies fit? It's kind of silly. There. Okay, do we have enough? Are we good? I think we can fit everybody. We can fit everybody. Woo! Thank goodness. And, ooh! Okay, nobody knows what that means. So I am getting close to the end of that glue stick. And I don't know if you recall, I don't know if it was here or elsewhere. Yes, okay. Okay, I need a new glue stick. I'll be right back and I will finish the thought. So recall that I had thoughts about figuring out if you harvested this glue, how much would you, I don't want to say save, but how much glue is contained in there in terms of a ratio. And so I did some measurements, and I need to know the weight of this, and then we'll be able to say, which is super exciting. And I also want to show you something else, which I needed to do that math before I realized what a particular piece of, oops, got it right side round. Look at that. There. Beautiful. Just perfect. What a piece of information means. I needed to do the measurements to go, oh yeah, that's what that means. Never mind. Never mind. That's what the world is all about, I suppose. Exploring. Okay, we're gonna let that dry for a minute. I'm gonna go way over an hour, I bet. So on the glue stick, and I'm sure if you're not using Yoo-Hoo, you will find another. It has a net weight, net 0.74 ounces, 21 grams. So I weighed a full one that hadn't been used yet. That's 42 grams. I had the empty one that had been carved out, which was 20, which means that I was basically using this 21 grams. Horseshoes and hand grenades, not a perfect measurement. They don't need to be so precise. And there's a lot of 1 gram out is what I'm trying to say isn't so big a deal in this particular case. So when I measure this, I will then have the net weight of the remainder divided by 21 gives us our percentage. I am super excited about that. Okay, that feels a little bit drier. Now, do I want clean or do I want scruffy? I feel like clean is probably going to be a better option. I'm super interested. I mean, I could, if I wasn't filming, I would have dropped everything and gone off to measure. Or videoing. This isn't film, is it? It's videoing. So there's one. That one's awfully pretty. Here is 2. Oops. S3. I think another thing that I am learning, because Shell is doing such a great job at curating color, is that color is important in a way that I didn't understand. Like, you can get something super pleasing even if thematically it's not really on board, but if the colors work. Huh, who knew? Well, probably everybody else but me. So I will probably have to learn that lesson over and over and over and over and over again. But that's sort of a par for the course. I don't mind. Don't fall. There. Okay, so we've got those. So where do we want to put these? I want to put this skinny mite in there. Put that in there. Not put anything on the back. Oh, it just barely fits. I like that. Sorry, I didn't mean to be quite so deviant in my expression of glee. Okay. Oh yeah, we're gonna go over. We're at 52 minutes. And the only reason why I care about going over an hour is because the uploading takes a very long time. I could do this for days. Some days. When my brain is fit enough, I can do this for a long time. When it's not fit, I can't even, I shouldn't say fit. Happy. Functioning well. That's the proper way of saying that. When my brain is functioning well, I can do this for a long time. When it's not, I can barely get started. You knew I was going to do this, right? There we are. It's so pretty. There. A little Tekken. No. I might just do that. We can do that. Do that. Do that. Do the bottom. There. And I can use my plain one if I can find it. There it is. Sorry, didn't mean to jiggle. That just pops in there. Fine. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Where'd Nancy go? Did she have, what's she got to say? Okay, we're talking about the inheritance. Wait a minute. Here it is. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, good old Chief McGinnis. Hello, Nancy, he said. You've been neglecting us lately. Oh, my goodness. He grinned at it. I thought you'd have the mystery of the missing mail solved by this time. Wow. Holy sarcasm, Batman. Okay, so what did I want? Oh, I saw it. Blah, 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 blah. So wait a minute. That was one of them. Wait a minute. That's not your best work, Nancy. I'm just going to say that. Oh. So I didn't read the whole thing. Nancy drove directly to police headquarters and asked to see the chief. Okay, so we're driving to police headquarters and we're asking to see a chief. We are an 18-year-old certified cop and or detective. She was told to go right into his office. Wow. Always well dressed. Where's that? Where'd it go? There. So I think that's what the doves are. They're always well dressed. Okay, that was not a great sheet. So, always well dressed. That's what I want to put. There. Doesn't need to be fancy, just needs to be on. There we are, always well dressed. There we are. Oh, it's going to be a little peekaboo. And he's looking behind, so wait a minute. Stop. Hold on, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman. Wow, I don't know where that came from. Musical interlude brought to you by 1950s. There we've got, wait a minute. We've got that. Oh, we're getting there. Goodness sakes, it's been an hour. I am, however, enjoying myself immensely. Oh, I always forget about that. This is a little leaky. Nope, needs to be tall. I kind of want to do that. So how wide is this? This is, so if I do that 2.5, that would work. 1, nope, there's 2.5. 2 3/4. I do 2 3/4. I could do 2 3/4. 1 5/8. Kinda. About like that, maybe. There, and then what do we want? 2 3/4. Need to move that out of the way. Oops, easy. Nope. There. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be good enough. Well, this is what we're going to do. We won't cooperate that way. We'll cooperate this way. See how this works. Oh yeah, this is fine. I never watch Cindy's or Shell's video before I do mine, because I don't want to be necessarily salted by the days make, but I certainly am happy to look at what they've done and then carry it forward, if that makes any sense. Oh, does that still fit? She wonders. It does. So there, and you know what I'm going to do. You are amazing. There we are. It's going to go straight onto there, and I need this stuff because I think vellum doesn't like glue. There's a website that I think is called thistoThat.com, .org, .something. In any event, it is, if you want to attach this to that, thus the name, here's your recommended methods or materials. There. Pat, 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 pat. And nope. think so. That's a little better. There. That's going to go in like that. And then we're just going to do a fairly tight terry tear. Woo! There. Okay, get rid of that. Can be put right there. Maybe what I'll do, just to create some integrity of information, I will put in the header of this the measurement, the percentage. Nobody will understand what that is except anybody who has made it to this point. I will, of course, talk about it later, but it will always be our little secret. Okay, we're nearly there. Goodness sakes. Land sakes alive. Okay, pop that in there. You can do it. You can do it. There we are. Whew. And now, oh, not bad. It's only 68 minutes. What do I want to do? Maybe I just want to do like a thing. Or I can do with that. Let's do with that. Or do I do tabs? Or do I do a flip? Oh, that would be fun. I'll put it on this side. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So, now that I've got this all cut out as choicely as I possibly can, I now want to cut it. Or rip it. So, and that's okay, because I would rather do it now than rip it and then regret it. And I'm just using the sew line as my guide. Woo! Sort of. Okay, is that going to be, so I'm going to lose some there and I'm going to lose some there. Okay, well, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut on the pencil line. one. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that out. Perfectly good fabric. Okay, and then I'm going to do this. Okay, well, it helps if you have lead open in your pencil. Just throwing that out there is things you learn here. There we are. That's better. Look at that. Makes a line. There we are. Or it's going to go across like that. Or it could even go like that. Let's do that. No need to make it that complicated. As fun as it might be. Yep. Pat, 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 pat. So not the right time to try this. Oh, but it worked a gem. There. Okay. We've got that, we've got that, we've got that. And I think, are we done? There's that, where's the did that work? Could if we wanted. Nah, we'll be fine. I'm gonna stop here. Another one in the books. I like this one. I like them all. I really am liking this entire challenge. Strongly encourage you to try it if you want. Thank you as always for keeping me company. It means an awful lot to me to have someone to talk to as I work through these. Please take very good care of yourself. Stay out of trouble. Love you lots, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.